Oh, hi. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Summer Edition back again with World of Tanks. And we're just logging in now. And it takes a little while because we have all those mods loaded, which are approved mods by World of Gaming and World of Tanks. So, I'll see what happens. So, video today is about the Advent calendar. There's my garage. There's all my stuff. That's cool. Everything's coming up, and lo and behold, we have the Advent calendar. So, what is the Advent calendar? Well, the Advent calendar is strictly about premium tanks that you can buy over the Christmas holidays or all of December. So, December 1st to the 24th, and they have a different one every day. So, they had the other ones, which is the Tiger 131, and then we had the Chrysler K, and then we had our Lorry 40T. So there they are. These are the ones that are out there. Now the interesting thing about these things is, what do you get for your money? So right now I'm going to click on gold. And it's going to load up the content. There it is. So what am I going to get for 5,100 gold? Well, there's my tank, and I get a garage shot and a crew. The crew comes with 100 XP. Okay. But what does it really mean to me? Well, it's simple. I get a tank with the bare minimum of skills available. So if I don't have a crew for that tank, I gotta buy a crew or recruit a crew and then train it up. And it's gonna cost me either gold or it's gonna cost me credits. So it's not bad because I got 7 million credits. I got 2,600 gold. But it's going to give me a base stats on the crew. Now I'm going to show you exactly what that really means. Remember this guy? Come on up. This is our brand new free tank. There it is. Ta-da! This is the T50-2 that I got because I've played the game for so long. So there it is. But let's take a look at vehicle details. So this is the information on the tank. Average damage per shot 85, pins 118, blah 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 blah. So these are the stats that you can see. Concealment is 28, 18 when moving, my view range. But these stats are based off of what I have on the tank. For instance, let's remove the telescopes. All right, we're going to close that. Let's remove the camo. So we remove those two. And I'm going to turn around and I'm going to send the crew to the barracks. This is what you really get. Now let's take a look at those stats. Well, the damage doesn't change, but the traverse, the aim time, the dispersion, the damage per minute, they all change. Same as does the concealment. It was 28, now it's 18. And if I'm moving, it drops down to 4.3 and fire the gun. View range drops down to 370. Wow. That's a big difference. Let's return the crew. And we'll do that again. We're going to add the camo. And we're going to add the binos. So let's see if I can get them side by side here. No. There we are. So our view range is back up to 463. Our camo is back up to 28. The aim time, the dispersion, all of those all change because it's based on this crew. And I have 100% crew. There we are. Only 11% for the extra skills. So how does this really affect the game? Well, a lot of times when you're looking at the game itself and you come up with these premium tanks and you look online for these 1 in 500 games that somebody is playing and they're slaughtering everybody and their dog mother out there and they're not being detected. So what's the change? Why does that happen? Well, there's a couple of reasons. First off, when you look at the crew, look at this crew. These guys have been around a while. And they have 100% safe storage, brothers in arms, concealment, loader. So he is well above his 100%. he's well above 100% 3 times. Take a look at the captain, second lieutenant. Look at him. He's been around the block a few times. And that's the changes that happen. Let's take a look at the vehicle details on this tank. So you can see view range is 423, concealment is not bad. Rate of fire is 21.5 rounds per minute. Reload time is 2.78 seconds. Gun dispersion, aim time, dispersion at 100 meters is 3.8. They're not bad. They're not bad. But that's based on this crew, which has 300% crew skills. And that's what makes the tank really good. So when you're looking at these tanks that are available on the online, in the Avent Calendar, remember that when you're buying them, unless you have a completely skilled crew, your base numbers are going to suck. If you look at some of these other tanks I have, that's what we're looking at. Tank crews that suck. These guys don't have 100% in this tank. They have 99%, which means that these times suffer. Take a look. See? Commander is trained less than 100%. Reload time is down. Traverse speed. Commander is trained less than 100%. So those numbers drop. View range. Commander is trained less than 100%. So this is what happens. This is what you get with a normal crew on this. So you're not getting the standard information that's online. You're getting crappy information because you have a crappy crew. Take a look. Rate of fire on this tank, minus 5.894. Because my crew commander is only trained at 50%. All the red numbers down here is because my crew is not trained to 100%. That's what you have to look at. That's how you decide if you're going to pick up these tanks. So when they're online and they're available to you, take a look at these basic stats and see, A, do I want to spend the money? And B, if I do spend the money, do I have enough money left to be able to have a fully trained crew or not? And if I have a non-fully trained crew, this is the stats you're going to get. Really crappy numbers because you have a crappy crew. That's what happens. That's what happens all the time. If you have a fully trained crew, let's take a look at this one. The numbers are nice. There we are. Look. No red because I have 100% trained crew. So these numbers are better than the base numbers because my crew is trained 100%. But if I don't have 100% trained crew, the numbers are going to suck. And the tank is going to suck. Because you're going to go onto the same tank, these premium tanks, on the same location some of these videos are showing you, and you're going to sit there and wonder why you're getting your butt shot off and dying very quickly. But the guy that's in the video is not. because the guy in the video has crews that are trained up to 100% and well past that. They may have 500% training. They may have the basic crew skills 100% and then 5 other options along with it. It makes a big difference. So take a look at your money. Take a hard look at what you want to play. If you're playing the Japanese tanks and you have a whole crap load of Japanese tanks, then buy a premium Japanese tank. Not very many, but there's a couple. If it's an American one, the same idea applies. But the big thing is, where am I buying that tank? Is the tank going to be tier 7, tier 8, or is it going to be lower? If I buy a tier 8 premium tank, I'm going to be faced off with the big boys. Yes, tier 9s and 10s. So if I have the Löwe, and it's going to cost me 12,500 gold to get that tank, I'm going to be faced off against the tier 9 and 10 tanks. And they're going to shoot my butt off. Quite frankly, that's the way it goes, because that's the tank. So a lot of times when you look at these tier 8 tanks that you can buy, you have to realize where you're actually going to sit. But if I turn around and I go back down and I get a Dicker Max, which is tier 6, I'm going to get tier 8 tanks shooting at me, and that's it. But look at the change, 3,200 gold versus 12,500 gold. 3,200 gold versus 10,000 gold. That's the difference. So hopefully you understand that when you're taking a look at these tanks that are in the Advent calendar, and you're looking at any premium tank anywhere in this game, if you want to buy one, that is your choice. But realize that what you're going to pay for and where you're going to face your enemy. If I'm in a tier 6, and I'm facing tier 8s. If I'm in a tier 8, hell yeah, I'm going to be facing tier 10s. And I'm going to get my butt shot off. Because everybody that's in this game hates tier 8s. Because you're constantly going up against tier 9s and 10s. And that's a fact. So, be careful. Take a look at what you want to do. You have a lot of tanks in the Russian ones, buy a Russian tank then. Because the chances of having a fully trained crew in there is greater. And that makes the tank better for you. This is the Cyber Magician, an average Canadian player. I hope you have fun. Merry Christmas.